Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Ready for tea?
Breakfast, I think.
Okay, you go for breakfast, I go for tea.
Okay.
Same thing, really. It's the most beautiful weather here, and it's quite frustrating because Philip and I are driving to see Philipp and Anna up in Normandy today. I'm so excited. We haven't seen each other for ages, and we're going to be there for 2 nights. And I looked at the weather forecast to see what to pack, and it's going to be quite miserable up in Normandy. And the whole time we're away, it's going to be 20 degrees and full sunshine at Lalande.
Someone laughed in the background.
It's sod's law, isn't it? He's still trying with Molly. He never gives up. That's the one thing we can say for Lancelot. Natty, you look gorgeous.
Thank you. I thought it was going to be a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day, yes.
That's beautiful.
Philip keeps saying you should wear more separates, and I keep buying trousers, and then I hate things on my waist.
Yeah.
So I try them on. I was like, it's too tight. It's uncomfortable. I can't sit down in it. And then I'm getting more and more annoyed with Philip because he's the one who says I should have separates. Poor Philip. Oh. He was really in the firing lines when I feel really guilty now. Anyway, this has an elasticated waistband, so we're all good.
Feel free. And it's good to travel.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Sitting in a car, it's miserable being in a car for hours and hours and hours with a... Yeah. No, I couldn't.
Tight.
It is such a gorgeous day that I'm coming out to see how things are getting on in the garden. Ombeline is here today. I'll ask her. Oh, she's working with Sabina. Hello, beautiful creature. Morning. How is everything going?
That's going to be the beetroot bed.
Ah, excellent.
Yes.
My
So
favourite.
I just saw, oh god, ugh. I just saw some, so you can still see some of the babies right in here.
Yes.
That I'm covering to be able to water them. And I just did the rainbow one and the yellow one.
I like those colours actually. They do look so pretty.
When you chop them, it's like... It's
yeah,
so
they're
pretty.
gorgeous. Okay, what about vegetables that I like? What have we got in the way of anything that's not beetroot?
We have right here red beans.
Wow. I think you may well have started with the only 2 vegetables I don't like.
No, I didn't start with those. I'll show you the other ones. But here you have broad beans and some lettuces. Do you like lettuces?
Yeah.
So you have lettuces. And this part, who's empty,
Yes.
is not empty. It's full of seeds of edible flowers.
Oh, how pretty.
And you'll have edible flowers in here and in that next bed. So when you enter in the garden, you'll see a sprinkle of like flower and color right there.
It's going to be gorgeous.
And here you have agastache. That's the...
I don't know what that is.
You can have one if you...
Oh, can I swap for my tea? Thanks. I've never smelt that before.
Really?
Yeah, it does. It smells of aniseed.
It's a bit strong, but I love it. And when you put it in a tea...
It's a bit like tarragon.
It's different. Like, yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's really nice. And I put that in my hot water.
Agastache.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't know this. I'm discovering something new.
And it's making blue purple flower and it goes till here.
Can I eat another leaf because it's so delicious?
Yeah, take it. Yeah, there is like spider webs everywhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to film it. If anyone sees the camera doing this, occasionally it's me trying to get spider webs off my face in the background whilst holding a cup of tea.
And here you have all the fennel or dill.
Yeah, love that too. See, I like all those aniseedy flavours.
Yeah, so here it's a full bed. So I just asked Mario about that, and Sabina has had a really nice idea. I'm gonna keep half of the bed. All the rest I'm gonna take it off, and whatever I'm gonna take off, I'm gonna give it to Mary, and she's gonna dehydrate it and do a powder of it.
Yeah, great
so she
idea.
could add it on any dish she wants. And here you have a pea bed.
Oh, it's like a wavy line you've done.
I tried to make something nice. Those are gonna climb on the mesh.
Yes.
Those are green beans, but not climbing ones.
Okay.
And here on all the rest,
in the
I'm
middle,
gonna sew others, but they're gonna be purple ones.
That's amazing. Well, it's fabulous seeing all that. Thank you so much. Okay, bye. See you soon. I'm just imagining all the delicious meals that Marie will be making from those things that are being planted in the garden now, once we're in the height of the summer. I've come over to the chapel now. Even though the chapel restorers aren't here today, I thought we could climb up to the very top and see how the blue of the ceiling has dried. I seem to spend my life going up and down this scaffolding, and I love every second of it. This is the patch of sky that they were working on yesterday. And as you can see, they haven't done any of the edging around the stars, so it's very patchy at the moment. And the red here on this new part of the vault is also very patchy. That's on purpose. It was only once they've spoken to the architect that they'll decide just how saturated and finished they want this area to be. But I'm thinking it should come a little bit closer to what we have here. And to give you an idea of what this red part of the ribbing looked like before they started repainting, it looked like this. You could just about make out the patterning. Large areas were just completely missing. And that's why they're going in very, very slowly. They don't want to make it look too new, too blingy straight away. They'll just gradually build it up. But I think the colours are a huge success. You really can't tell that that's an area that didn't have any paintwork on it before, because it just fits so perfectly with the rest of the ceiling of the chapel. And the other area that they have done is this section over here, this entire section here. And again, of course, they haven't edged any of the stars, so it looks fuzzy at the moment, but it blends perfectly into the area that existed above. And on the back wall, they've been doing the trials for the background color. They're trying to find this background lilac-y gray. And again, it's very hard because you can see here, it's quite mottled, it's quite patchy. There's not one block color. So they're seeing which is the closest, and it seems to me that the one on the left, now that it's dried, is looking a little dark, a little too gray, but the one on the right is pretty successful. So I think that they're getting very close to it with that one. Isn't it incredible to see these areas of blank plaster start to be filled in? The moment the colour's there, you just stop noticing the architecture in a way, and you just see it as one big work of art. Whilst we're up here, let's look at beautiful Saint Cecilia. Saint Cecilia is the patron saint of music. Her face is wonderful, and the reason I want to show her to you is that this face was missing completely when we bought the chapel. All of this was gone. And Steve actually designed this face. Steve from Manor and Maker, who's been doing a lot of the digitization for us of the patterns in the chateau and of my father's paintings. He designed this beautiful face for her, which looks as though it's always been there. It's such a success. I love the fact that just now we could see the trees behind her. Like magic, Lalande's future lake appears through the face of Saint Cecilia. This dehumidifier is working really well. It's filling one full bucket like this every single day. I'm heading back in now because it's time for Philip and I to jump in the car and go up to Philipp and Anna's. It's about 5.5 hours, 6 hours drive, so quite a long way, but we are going to be doing the journey in some serious style. I'll show you why. Andrew has lent Philip and me his Porsche for the mini break. So exciting. He often keeps it here when he's not here. So, oh my goodness, I feel like a proper grown-up. The baby gate has arrived with the good weather because, of course, Natty is going to want the window open, looking at the courtyard. Why don't you open the other side as well? Makes quite a difference.
The warmth comes in.
It is huge, so much nicer out than in.
It's not going to be pretty.
And can we put something else?
Yeah, everyone's like,
We like only pretty things, remember? No, and then you have a holder.
I'm not going to be screwing it to the wall. I'm just going to use them as blocks.
I mean, you see, this is exactly what's going to happen. All right, let's just close that whilst you're there. Yes, all of this is so that we don't lose you. Before we go, I've got a couple of patron cards to write, which gives me an opportunity to use my new absolutely favourite pen and to tell you about it because it's by Novium, and Novium have kindly offered to sponsor today's video with this ad. The entire household is completely obsessed with these pens. I have one, Natty's got one on her desk, Philip loves his. They are amazing. They just sit in this beautiful orb and they hover magically in front of you. I just stare at it, which is bad because I should be getting on with work.
My pen over here, it writes lovely. Stephanie. This is for you.
Do this.
To-do list, just before you're allowed to go.
Yeah. And the best part of this is not the fun, but people knows where it lives. So that's not stolen. They can take any of those ones, but not this one.
Everyone knows that's too good to pinch.
And it's clearly your pen because they've all got different colours. Mine's black, yours is blue, and
You've got the red. Of course you've got the red. This is the Interstellar edition, and you'll notice, I'm sure you knew the moment you saw it, that the tilt of it is 23.5 degrees, the same as the axis of the Earth.
What I thought at first, I said, oh, that's the same angle.
Of course. Nattie's pen is a rollerball pen, but this one is interchangeable. So I'm using it as the fountain pen. I absolutely love it. And you can even get them in a premium edition with 18 karat gold or with an embedded shard of meteorite to really take it to the next interstellar level. And in fact, the Interstellar edition was voted one of the best inventions of 2022 by Time magazine. If you'd like to try one of these amazing pens for yourself or get it as a gift for a loved one, then click the link in the description box below and use the code TCD to get 10% off all hover pens, and there's free shipping to most countries, including the USA, UK and Canada. Okay, Philip, I'm going to finish writing these cards and then we've got to be off. I've just noticed that Anne-Marie's rigged up the little baby gate that we already had so that at least Lancelot can't run out in the meantime until we arrange something else. We're not quite sure what we're going to do for the summer because obviously all of the doors tend to be open by then. The most important thing is probably to get him a collar with a tag. I don't see how we're going to manage to stop him from ever escaping outside. This is all very new to us. We still have to try and work on a system to keep Lancelot safe in the summer. He is absolutely breaking my heart just looking out of the window. Cutest thing in the world, aren't you? Yeah, your little toy train. He loves sitting in the kitchen window. That's going to be his spot the whole summer. Just keeping an eye on everything.
I wonder if he'd actually ever ventured on jumping all the way.
I wouldn't be surprised if eventually he tries to jump onto this. See you soon. It's only 2 days, 2 nights. The key is a little Porsche. Look how adorable is that? I just want to play with the car, but I get to play with the big version. Bye, darlings.
Bye-bye.
Oh, what a wonderful place to arrive after a long journey. I'm so excited to see Philipp and Anna.
I know.
It's been far too long. I know, it's been way too long. Beautiful chateau. Oh, look at the coral of the dining room. My goodness. That looks so pretty. Cheers. So happy to have you.
Well, we've got lots to celebrate, especially your engagement. So
Cheers to you. Have you been missing Lancelot for that?
It is like a big version of
Yes. They do actually look quite similar.
It's the same kind of facial expression.
oh, he definitely feels that you're a dog person.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Can I lift your face? You think it once? He remembers me from 2 years ago.
He probably does actually.
Well, we made it safely. We've had the best night with Philipp and Anna. Philipp cooked the most delicious meal. Anna made the starter, actually. It was wonderful. It was these braised leeks on a bed of yogurt.
So good.
So good. So incredibly good.
Do that with the vegetable leeks.
Oh, and then Philipp did the most extraordinary sea bass. Oh, it's been the best night. And they were toasting our engagement. We've had champagne all evening. And we are absolutely
For some
exhausted.
reason, when you said toasted, I think it was a toaster.
Oh,
But how does one toast one's engagement?
I have to say that I think that celebrating things with toast could be something we do more often.
Okay.
It's like my favourite thing. We are in the most beautiful bedroom in a gorgeous 4-poster bed with wonderful 18th century panelling. I can't believe how lucky we are right now. And tomorrow, Philipp and Anna are going to take us exploring Normandy.
I'm excited.
But until then, we need to get a lot of sleep. So night-night and à demain.